All right, fellas. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and summon for Dokkan Festival Pan, if you can believe that, right? Dokkan Festival Pan, sort of in homage of the original kind of wacky Dokkan Fest character. I went ahead and used the Videl and TEQ Gohan layout. So this is the banner, right? So we've got Pan, we've got Trunks and Giru, Ginyu, Trunks, Gogeta, and then the Super Saiyan GT boys, right? So, decided to pick up all of Pilaf's Trove. Overall, like, I say this in every summoning video, like, are they worth it? They're worth it if you pull fire, right? And it's seemingly, if you don't pull fire, they don't really seem all that worth it. You know what I mean? So, it always depends. So, go ahead and give you some spoilers. These ticket packs, not the wildest and craziest, right? I have had really good luck on the tickets before. The last time I had absolute just ridiculous fire luck on the tickets, the TEQ Androids banner, dude. I had the craziest luck ever on the TEQ Androids banner with these Pilaf Trove packs. It was the exact same format where you're doing the 7-unit multis, 9 7-unit multis. All right, we're going to go ahead and get a Vegito Fusion. You love to see it.
Let's do this!
That is a 1 in 6 chance of pulling Dokkan Festival Pan. And then a 1 in 3 chance of pulling, you know, Ginyu or Pan, basically, right? So those were the 2 units I'm really, really looking for on this banner. And then sure enough, there's Boo Piccolo, but here is Captain Ginyu, right? So Captain Ginyu, I mean, arguably better than Pan, right? So a very, very good pull. And that team, that Ginyu Force team, can take down all difficult content in the game. Any single red zone stage, they can do it. Especially with a lot of dupes in your Captain Ginyu. So yeah, but the last time I had the real insane crazy luck, that was on the TEQ Androids banner. So the TEQ Androids banner, very early in the summons, I pulled the TEQ Androids, and then I pulled a dupe. And then I pulled 19 and 20, and then I pulled a dupe of 19 and 20. Just absolutely just crazy. And they were the only 2 units on the banner that I recall needing. That banner was very, very, very bad. They were easily the 2 best units on the banner, like by a country mile. I think everyone else on that banner, you had like, I want to say it like Fizz Beerus, like ain't Goku Black on that banner? Like that banner just was very not good. It was very not good is what I would say. So yeah, the TEQ Androids, I had a really, really good luck. The last worldwide download celebration, I was not a big fan. I did get lucky with the Goku and Vegeta unit. I actually did pull them my first ticket multi on that banner. But overall, I did not really care for the format of that banner. I do kind of understand. Maybe they were getting a little out of control there with the Pilaf Trove. I don't know if people are having too good of luck or what. Like, I don't know. But previously in Dual Dokkan festivals, they were doing just straight up. You could get all of these Pilaf Trove packs, and you could get them twice, right? I mean, basically is what you could do. So, for instance, like Goku, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu banner, right? Like you could do it. You could just. It was basically this exact format, right? So for the worldwide download celebration, it was kind of weird. Like they were like shared tickets that you could like pick between either banner, and there were only. I think you could only do 5 multis, so I think they more or less wanted to keep it maybe a little bit more fair. But just keep in mind, so when you're summoning, and like when you're looking at like, we all know like Japan brings in the money, right, for Dokkan. But keep in mind, the rest of the world, I mean, you're talking about a 60-40 split, so it's not really the craziest. It's not even that. It's not even that. It's like, I want to say that the last set of numbers they had, it was JP was bringing in 57% of the revenue, and then Global was bringing in 43%. So it's not like it's this huge discrepancy, but you're talking about JP. I mean, you're talking about the JP server, so you're not talking about one specific country, even though you kind of are, right? But like a lot of Americans, for instance, play JP Dokkan, and I imagine all throughout the world, a lot of people are playing JP. I don't think there are too many in Japan playing Global Dokkan, but you guys get it, right? So, I don't know, man. Maybe they just wanted to keep it a little bit more fair, and that's why the Pilaf's Tropes packs weren't crazy. But then again, it's like they dropped us like the level 5 additional skill orbs and this kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. They've yet to do. Oh, look at. We pulled her. We pulled Pan GT, guys. We pulled her. There she is. Had to point that out. But anyway, guys, we'll see what they do moving forward with Pilaf's Trophy. It's been a long time since we haven't had a Pilaf's Trophy pack on an LR or a Dokkan Fest banner. Now, what I wish they would do for the upcoming Waifu banner, I hope that they decide to drop a Pilaf's Trophy pack for that, because I am going to avoid that banner like the plague. As good as Chilai and Fasha are, I don't really see myself. I think Chilai could be good. I think she'll be good on the Pan team, right, on that Bond of Friendship team. I would like to have a copy, but remember, she's going to be on all subsequent banners moving forward. So just keep that in mind before you summon on that. It's probably going to be a Carnival coin banner as well, so it's probably going to produce teal coins. I actually don't recall who was featured on that banner. My guess is not really anyone worth mentioning. Maybe like Margarita and Kawhi, are they featured on the banner? Like, they're not worth getting. No way. Margarita's pretty cool for that Universe 11 banner, that Universe 11 team, but who's running Universe 11 these days? No one really is running that team. Good luck finding a Tech Jiren friend. Tech Jiren is borderline needing an EZA at this point. Power creep has hit almost every single unit in the game very, very hard. Probably 80-85% of the game straight up could go for an EZA. I know that seems kind of hard to believe, but that is just the God's honest truth. A lot of those old banner units that had EZAs in the past, like those EZAs, man, unless they decide to do other things with, like, for instance, like Dokkan Fest EZAs, like, I don't know, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, like the original, or like the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, like those types of units, unless they decide to do something else with those characters, their time has come and gone. And like, again, they're part of that 85% that just, like, they're just not usable. Like, when you're running these red zone stages, man, like, you have to have some top tier characters. So it is important when you're looking at, like, should you summon on banners and things, like, you have to, speaking of Margarita, there's Margarita. You have to kind of look at like the big picture, right? Like Pan is a character that can easily help you in a lot of red zone stages, right? But Pan's team, not so good. It's okay. Like, the Bond of Friendship team is actually pretty good, but it's the GT Heroes portion, the 200% leader skill portion, that's just not all that good. Her active skill condition is okay. You need to have like a GT Goku, or yeah, you gotta have a Goku that belongs to GT Heroes. Do not need that turd, by the way. I'm so tired of pulling those guys, man. Dude, Margarita twice in a row. I forgot about that. Speaking of GT, there's a Trunks GT. So, but overall, like, the GT, there's not really any good GT Gokus, right? Like, you've got the Fizz GT Goku, who is the Dokkan Fest Goku. He's easily the best one. And then you've got this, I think he's the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. They got his sub EZA along with Majub, right? Like, he's actually pretty good. He stacks defense for, is it 6 or 9 turns? He, like, greatly, he's really good, actually. He can get up to some pretty crazy defensive numbers. There's that turd again. I'm so tired of seeing that. Dude, I pulled so many of them during the anniversary, man. It absolutely killed. I did so many summons on that LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta banner. I feel like I put enough stones in that banner. I could have rainbowed Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But I pulled so many Dokkan Fest GT Goku and Vegetas, dude. I just, like, oh my god, dude. Every time I see them now, I just want to puke. I'm just so tired of seeing them. So I'm kind of just rambling here. You guys have noticed I have not pulled a whole lot. Like, so I've pulled those couple of GT Vegetas, but, like, who the hell else have I pulled? I pulled a couple of Margaritas, who actually I can still use. I can still use one more copy of her. I'm actually pretty interested in rainbowing her. There's Kale. Don't need her, believe it or not. She's been around for a minute now. She's been around since LR Kale and Caulifla, man. When those 3 units, get their easy A's. Oh my god, dude, look out for that fucking dude. That Peppy Gals team is gonna be so crazy, which is so sad that a unit like Pan gets shafted off of Peppy Gals because she's not like a how do they explain the category? Basically like a girl that like Roshi would fawn over, basically. And obviously Pan's a little too young to fall into that category, so she does not qualify for Peppy Gals. They really should just change it to girls. And then that way you could use Margarita and some of these other characters, like the other angels you could use. Vados. When the other angels inevitably drop, you'd be able to use them on that team. But just unfortunately, man, Dokkan hasn't really done anything like that in the past. I don't really foresee them doing it now. All right, so here we go. This is probably the best multi you'll see on this banner. So there's Captain Ginyu, and a second Captain Ginyu. Pretty good. Already it's like a ridiculous multi, right? And then here we go. Dokkan Festival Pan. You'll love to see it, man. Again, easily the best multi of the video. She is... I'm very, very eager to test her out. I'm actually pretty eager to test... I want to test her on the Super Saiyan 4's team. I think she's going to do very, very well with only one of her. Where you only really have to contend with one of her, and then you can just run a rotation of the LR Super Saiyan 4s on the other rotation. Maybe you've got one stacking, one transformed. I think that could perform very, very well in Red Zone, you know, against Red Zone Broly and the like. You know what I mean? AGL Metal Cooler, for instance, that Red Zone stage is very tough. So I think that team with Pan on it could be very, very good, for sure. We're going to go ahead and test it out. I got to test Pan in the Red Zone, man. She's going to be really good. She's a very good slot 1 unit. There is a situation in which she can get absolutely just blasted, you know what I mean? So it kind of is what it is. If she supers and then she gets attacked and loses her damage reduction, it just can happen that way, you know what I mean? So decided to do 2 more multis, and I was not disappointed, right? So a Goku Black Rift to kind of end off the video here. Certainly a very good send-off to this Pan banner. I think overall, you look at the banner, I stand firm, man. I know that like the general consensus is to save your stones. If you're completely like free to play and stuff, like I don't know how you even have stones, to be honest with you. I'd probably just start saving up for whatever you decide to save up for. You know what I mean? So whether it's Dragon Ball Heroes or whatever it might be, if you're trying to save all the way until New Year's or the God, I mean the anniversary is very far away. You could probably spend some stones in the meantime before then, but depending on what you want to save for, it'd probably be a good idea to save at this point. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. Slap a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know how your summons went, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Later.